Okay, wow. If you're an entrepreneur or you're in digital marketing, you are definitely going to watch this video. This video is for you. So I had the pleasure and opportunity to talk to Dennis Yu last night, and I just want to share a quick little video talking about some of the golden nuggets of applicable knowledge that I gained from our conversation. And the reason why I say applicable is because knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is power. And everything that I'm going to be sharing, I'm going to be able to directly apply to my situation, to my business. To jump right in, the quote that I heard Dennis Yu say was, "Just because something is repeatable in a factory-ish kind of way does not mean it is low quality, it means it is reliable." Now when I first heard that, it was sort of very eye-opening, honestly. I was really intrigued by really what that meant and how to apply that to what I was doing. To add context, I own a digital marketing agency, been doing it freelance for about 2 years, and I'm just now able to, I'm at the position where I can start employing people and I can start hiring people and building an actual team, right? It's not just about me, it's getting bigger than myself, which is very cool, very exciting, but that's difficult if I don't have duplicatable and repeatable processes or systems that they can take to serve the clients. Because if I want it to not just be about me, I can't just clone myself, but I can clone processes and systems that they can use. I'm going to elaborate on that. In a year and a half to 2 years, every single client of mine, they came in the door. They want exclusive, them-tailored strategies. They wanted it to be about them, and rightfully so. They're giving me money, but a client, they don't necessarily want a cookie-cutter sort of copy and paste strategy. They wanted me to spend a lot of time with them to create these strategies and diagnose their issues and diagnose their problems and identify their pain points and create solutions for them, which is fine for me as a freelancer. I met my capacity. There was definitely capacity. Everyone has a capacity, but it wasn't necessarily duplicatable because I spent a lot of time strategizing with them and talking with them. Every single new client that I had that came into the door, I had a new approach from the beginning, a new direction, a new perspective. It was not consistent. And because my approach and how I started things were not consistent, the results was not consistent. So I wasn't producing consistent results. I was making them happy, but in a repeatable, sort of duplicatable way, it wasn't consistent. I can't just hire someone and say, hey, do exactly what I'm doing. They wouldn't know how to do it because every single time is different. So I was good at that. I mean, I was good at, spending a lot of time with them, diagnosing their problem, that sort of thing. But if I want to take my agency to be more than just me and, hire someone else, there's going to be some kind of way that they need to do what I'm doing, but they can't just, clone my brain, but they can clone what I actually do. So what I was doing was not consistent. It was not repeatable, it was not duplicatable. I needed a system that I could just sort of give to my clients or give to my employees that they can take to my clients, right? Think about the Tesla, think about Tesla and the Model X. The Model X with everything on it, with all your packages, with all the stuff that you can get on it, that can easily get up to a $185,000 car. Very expensive, very exclusive, very luxurious, very fast, beautiful car. But the Tesla Model X and the Teslas, they're built on an assembly line. They're built with a process. They're built with a system that's duplicatable and repeatable. So consistently, Tesla will be able to create a beautiful car that's easy for them from their side, from their perspective. That they can just take an employee and just put them on the assembly line because it's a system. Dennis told me about a hospital analogy. In a hospital situation or in a doctor situation, you have a customer or a client or a patient come in the door. They have problems. They have pains. In a digital marketing perspective, they're not converting very well. They're not getting good returns on their dollars. They hired some Facebook ad specialist, and he's really just sort of throwing money away and not really even doing anything. Well, for me as a digital marketing specialist, or in the context of digital marketing, I put on my lab coat and I diagnose their problems, identify their pain points so that I can create the solutions. From a doctor perspective, they diagnose their problems and then they give them the medicines that they need or direct them to the specialists that would specifically fit their needs. The reason why hospitals and pediatricians and medical practitioners in that industry, in that space, the reason why they're so efficient is because they have a very duplicatable and repeatable process every single time. Every single time they have someone come in the door, they know exactly what they do. They have a checklist. Actually, in fact, every single time you go to a pediatrician, they literally have a checklist, that talks about your pains or the medicines that you've tried, that sort of thing. It's very easy for that medical practice to duplicate what they're doing for every single one of their customers that come to the door. Every single time they have a new employee, they can just take the system that they already have created and serve it to their clients or customers or patients. So that's what I need to do. If I want to be able to build a team, if I want to have good employees that that produce good consistent results, then I'm going to have to create a system that they can take on, because they can't just be in my brain. So here's the takeaway. Last night, Dennis, you and I talked, and today I immediately started applying what he told me to do. I've created this big, huge document that each one of my employees will be able to take to every single client, and it's a really, really good start. This way I don't have to spend weeks or even months training the employee. I can just give them the system or this process or this checklist of things to do that they can give to every single one of their clients. It's very repeatable, very duplicatable. That way I can spend more time, building the team, focusing on clients. They don't have to spend, weeks or months or however long it would take to duplicate my brain. They can just duplicate a process. So thank you so much, Dennis, you, for taking some time to talk with me and giving me some amazing applicable knowledge and wisdom for me in my situation. For anyone watching this video, if you want to take your business or your freelance gig to the next level, find a way of how you can gain insight from Dennis Yu. He does a lot of consulting. Find a way that you can add value to his life so that he can add value to your life with amazing wisdom and amazing knowledge. So thank you so much, Dennis.